Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an M44, it's the Tier 6 American SPG, and we're located on Redshire, which is the British recreation of the British countryside, and it's being commanded by me. Yes, I'm afraid it's another of my subsidiary accounts, and this one goes by the name of Fork Hugh. Yes, the jokes are that bad, I'm afraid. And alongside me I've got an M37 and a Panzer Selbstverteidiger 4B as my teammates, and battle is about to commence. Okay, we're away. Now the M44 is probably the most liked Arty in the game for Arty players. It's because it's got a fantastic fire rate. It's accurate, it can fire a round every 16 seconds and is very deadly to its opponents. It's fast, it's agile, and it's a lot of fun. And of course at tier 6 it means you can take on a lot of opponents higher than yourself and come off best. Right, well, I'm pre-aiming into the castle courtyard, but no, nothing there yet, so I'm looking at the hill where I expect to see the enemy. And I've seen an enemy. It's a BDRG1 being spotted by the Chaffee. Round out. Pretty poorly aimed, that one, actually. If I do say so myself, I should have actually led that BDR. But I've got a Griller. He's been spotted right at the back of the map, and the Chaffee's been taken out. But I can lead this Griller. Round out. Oh, it was just behind him. I didn't give enough lead. The Griller was moving faster than I thought he was. But he's definitely gone through that gap. There's a wall that was knocked down there. And I've got no further sighting of the Griller. So I've pulled back to an M5 Stuart. I can see him disappearing into the distance. I'm loaded. Round out. And that one connected. 240 hit points right into his rear. Took him out one shot. That's how deadly the M44 can be. That was very hastily aimed, but it did the business. Now, we've got another target. Well, yep, there's an AMX ELC down there. There's the BDR that we fired at earlier. Dialed in on him. But he's behind that rock at the moment. He's a difficult shot behind the rock. I'm waiting for him to pull out from the rock, and he does. And I get a hit for 196 hit points. That was directly into his side and tracked him. Now we've got an M8A1 in the castle grounds, and unfortunately we just lost a Type T34 to the enemy M37, and I'm pretty sure that that M8A1 is going after the Churchill 3 we can see off to the left, so I'm anticipating him coming down to this corner to look round the corner and shoot at the Churchill. So I'm loaded, and I suddenly see that BDR's come into sight again, so I dial in on him, fire a round out. Direct hit again, 238, and there's the M8A1. I anticipated him coming around the corner, and he's got a shot into the Churchill already. I'm waiting for the reload to complete. Almost there. Okay, I'm loaded. Round out. Kill shot. 169, and finishes off the M8A1. So that's 2 kills so far. Saved that Churchill 3 from being wiped out by a tank destroyer. I think he was quite happy about that. Now I can see some enemies over on the far east side of the map with a heavy area next to the Zeppelin, the KV-1. I can just loop a shell through that gap. I fire a round through, and no, it hits the rocks. Those shells make a lovely noise as they go through the air now. I really like those now. The Wargaming's done a great job with the sound effects. The shells sound like Arty shells now. Round out. No, hit the Zeppelin. Pre-exploded. No, so I'm going back to the other side of the map because the M37 has been spotted. He's right at the back of the map. Unfortunately, that target's been taken out. Now, I'm anticipating the rest of our team, who've gone down the west side of the map quite hastily, will be able to take out the Dickermax and this Sav M43, but what's being indicated to me by my teammates is that they think there's an enemy on the way from the east side of the map, and there's the Dickermax. I fire a round in, It explodes the other side of the Dickermax and stuns him. So I'm picking up stun assists as they finish him off, and he's gone. Now, we don't know where that Sav M43 is, and I'm very conscious of the fact that the enemy may be coming up the east side of the map towards the cap right now, and I'm thinking about relocating. The other Arties on my team have already relocated, and I saw a tree go down there. I fire a quick round in at the anticipated spot, and I'm moving. I'm relocating now to get away from the enemy, and the EMX ELC turns up, and I'm still loaded. I've been spotted. They're going after me. Here comes the AMX ELC. He's behind me. He fires. He derps it into the wall. I'm ready to shoot. I lock on and derp him in the side. Not today, Mr. ELC. I don't think he expected that. Arty can have teeth, and they can fight back if they need to. And I think that AMX ELC got more than he bargained for, but he did fire his round into the wall instead of into me, and that was a big mistake. Okay, I'm relocating, but I'm not going to go too far away because I'm anticipating the enemy capping, and yes, here they are. They've got one in the cap right now. So I'm going to take up a position to shoot back into our own cap, and I just need somebody to spot for me. I'm going to fire at that barn first because I'm pretty certain that there is an enemy next to that barn. At least I think there is. So I fire around in there quickly. Nope, no joy. So he must be somewhere else in the cap. And I asked for a spot. The other Arties also fire into that position. The Jackson, who's is moving forward. At least he understands why Arty needs to see. And he needs to get sight on the enemy, and then I can finish him off. Where is he? There he is. The Sav M43. It's the one at the other end. I fire a quick round in. I splash the Sav for 121. Get the high caliber. And he's taken out by our Panzer Selbstverfliehter. Okay, happy about that, and I've done the affirmative. There's two enemy remaining. One's an OI, and there he is. He's come down from the east side of the map, and he's headed back to his own cap. He must have realised that we were very close to capping, and he took out the Hetzer that was in the cap, and I got a hit there on him. But there's also a Hummel somewhere. We don't know where the Hummel's gone. Now, I think that that OI is near those buildings, but I can't be certain exactly where he is. And I think the OI knows that the buildings are a good cover for him, because the shells are exploding against the sides of the houses, not against him. So I think he's hugging those walls and waiting for somebody to go into the cap so he can shoot at them. Similarly, we're hoping that somebody's going to spot him, and then the Arty can shoot at him. Still no sign. I've asked for somebody to spot already. Churchill's moving down. There's the OI. Okay, round out. No, it hits the building. Okay, I've indicated target to let the team know that I am aiming for the OI. Okay, I'm loaded. Round out. And that one was accurate. It hit the target and exploded against him. And yes, he has been stunned. Almost finished reloading. 16.08 seconds on the reload. Round out. No, against the building again, but the OI is moving this time. I think he's after that Churchill 3 or the M37 who are hiding behind the barn. And that round goes in, does some damage. Got a Jackson spotting behind him. Round out. No, explodes behind the OI. I couldn't see him clearly, and that's why I got a bad shot there, but almost lined him up. Unfortunately, we did lose the M37 there. I'm loaded. Round out. I splashed him again for 64. And he's been taken out, killed by the Churchill 3. Now that means there's only one enemy left, the Hummel. And I'm indicating now to my team, I think he's either in those bushes over there, overlooking the cap. And if he's not there, he must be somewhere else on the map. probably up in the north. Now the team, the Churchill appears to be making his way to the cap, and that's the right thing to do. Jackson's going in for a look. The moment he spots him, I'll dial in the aim straight away and shoot. I'm at the edge of my field of fire. That's why I'm getting reticule bloom all the time. No, it doesn't appear to be in there. So he must be further up in the north. Okay, time for me to make a move. I need to get down to the cap. I could go hunting that Hummel, but it's far better to end this game right now rather than let the Hummel take the initiative. And two of our team are now capping. Got the Jackson and Churchill in the cap. Oh, that was a round that appeared to come in from the enemy Arty. So it looks like the Hummel is still trying to fight, but from a distance. He's probably somewhere on the east side of the map. And we've completed and capped out, so it's a win. And a win 8 of 3730. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it's only a second class tanker in the M44 for Fort Q. I also picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. I got 14, and I got a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the battle. Win 8 was actually 4197 at the end, with all the shots that weren't actually observed, so therefore they didn't count on the win 8 that was recorded at the time. So if we have a look at the team score, well, I got the highest damage, 1,634 hit points. I got the highest number of kills on my team with 3, alongside the Hetzer, who also managed 3. But I also got the highest base XP with 916. I fired 19 rounds, got 7 direct hits, 7 penetrations and 3 splash. Damage of 1,634 hit points, of which 1,376 were at more than 300 meters. Obviously the difference is the AMX ELC, who was taken out at very close range. I damaged 6 of the enemy but killed 3 of them, and I did damage assistance of 69 hit points and stun assistance of 535. I caused 7 stuns, and I managed to get 53 defense points when I damaged the M43 whilst he was capping. On a premium count, I managed to get 37,914 credits, and after ammunition resupply, I still had 28,319 credits, and I received 1 bond for the high caliber. I received 1,374 XP, but as this was not the first game of the day, or first victory of the day, that's all I took away. But it was a bit of fun, and I thought it was quite funny actually, that ELC trying to kill me. And actually, if he'd actually shot directly into me and not actually into the wall when he tried to shoot the first time, I think it might have been a different result from my standpoint. But thankfully he did muck up that shot, and as a result I was able to derp him in the side. So if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.